2021 The Family Court publishes a judgment relating to the criminal investigation into issues at Randox from 2017. This judgment concerns an application by Greater Manchester Police, GMP, for orders in respect of materials currently held by GMP relating to data manipulation at a forensic laboratory which they seek to use for an ongoing criminal investigation. The orders sought were granted at an uncontested hearing in private on the 13th of May 2021, with judgment to follow. This is that judgment. The background to the case is an investigation begun in 2017 and led by GMP into data manipulation by the 7 respondents, who are the suspects in the case, at a forensic laboratory which, via 2 different companies consecutively operating at the laboratory, provided services to police forces for the purposes of identifying drug use. The forensics analyzed hair, blood, and urine for quantities of illegal substances, and the results provided, some of which were falsified, were used in criminal, family, coronial or employment cases. The investigation has uncovered 27,000 reports which appear to have been affected, and therefore the potential injustices which have occurred as a result of the data manipulation are many and serious. It is worth recording that an investigation of this scale, complexity, and irregularity is difficult and skilled work, which necessarily takes time. The alleged activity occurred between 2011 and 2017 at the same Manchester testing centre, the Hexagon Tower. 2 companies were primarily involved, and the defendants span both. Trimega Laboratories, TL, operated at the Hexagon Tower from 2009, and continued under that name, after the Ingemino Group bought TL in 2012, until they ceased trading in April 2014 and the company was liquidated by KPMG. Randox Testing Services, RTS, bought the equipment and methodology from TL upon its liquidation and operated at the Hexagon Tower from 2014 onwards. The respondents are said to have engaged in data manipulation practices for the purposes of ensuring rapid accreditation by the regulator, UKAS, by which the company could provide its forensic services to the police forces, thereby gaining commercial advantage over competitors. The object was therefore to raise the value of the company by gaining a larger market share. This data manipulation dates back almost a decade and takes a variety of forms, including copying results and quality assurance data from one sample and pasting it into another, as well as manipulating quality controls and suitability tests, and falsifying identification of drugs and validation data. The alleged data manipulation first came to light in January 2017, when RTS contacted GMP following their discovery of data manipulation at Hexagon Tower. Both RTS and GMP began concurrent investigations, and RTS cooperated with GMP throughout. RTS discovered the erroneous results in the forensic data during a trial of a person accused of driving under the influence of drugs, in which the prosecution's expert evidence was challenged and, upon the defense instructing an expert, the 2 experts were unable to agree due to data anomalies which undermined the reliability of the report from RTS. RTS investigated this and found that the anomalies were data duplication that could only have been carried out by a laboratory assistant with extensive knowledge of the system. Their investigation uncovered that the data manipulation had been ongoing since before they purchased the laboratory and equipment in 2014. GMP's investigation also involves the cover-up of data anomalies relating in particular to 2 family court cases. These cases are the Welsh case and Bristol City Council v A&A and others. 2012 in Welsh, a woman contested the results from TL of hair testing for drugs, and another forensic provider was employed to test her hair. In Bristol City Council, TL's drugs testing was challenged by a woman whose children had been removed from her care on the basis of drugs use. In both cases, TL's tests were contradicted by newly instructed forensics providers, and TL acted defensively, possibly for the purposes of competition with the alternative forensic providers used in those cases. Bayliss admitted in police interview to involvement in a cover-up during these 2 cases. The anomalies in these cases were discovered at the same time as the sale of TL to Ingemino. If disclosed, the fact of the anomalies would have dramatically reduced the value of the sale. There is also investigation into what the senior management of TL knew of these cases at the time.